Well, welcome once again to Late Nights with Warm Whiskey. And tonight I am going to be reviewing some Nikka whiskey from the barrel. And before we dive into it, say anything about it, we'll just preface this with a little bit of info directly from their website. So I'll get right to this for you guys. Nikka from the Barrel is a blended whiskey which was released in 1985. The development of this expression started with the aim to deliver full flavors and richness of whiskey like from the barrel, which only blenders can sniff and taste. The secret behind the gorgeous flavor is the unique combination of complex blending, higher ABV, and the marriage process. The iconic square bottle reflects its concept, a small block of whiskey, and embodies the intense, rich flavors of the whiskey inside. Long after its launch, this bottle is still timeless and recognized for its ultimate simplicity. So, I have had the pleasure of having some experience with this whiskey in particular. I've become a big fan of Japanese whiskeys, as much as Irish, Scotch, bourbon, anything that's out there. I enjoy drinking any style of whiskey I can get my hands on, and the Nikka has become something very special for me. The From the Barrel is one of my personal favorites. So we'll go right into the nose of this, and I'll have a comparison with this after I dive in, talk about the nose, the palate, the arrival, the finish. I found something that really struck me as very similar to this, so we will put a little pour of that on after this. So the nose on this Nikka is absolutely magical. It comes on with these hints of berry, honey. There is a hint, a touch of peat in the background that you can pick up on the nose. There is the richness of a malt that you can sense is there, and then there are delicate floral notes that ride on top of all of that. So the nose is amazingly dense, yet rich, complex, and nuanced. You definitely can sense there's, some touch of peat, some touch of sherry in there. And then you definitely know you're getting the malt presence that's in there, but you're also getting some of that grain sweet influence, I believe. Absolutely amazing nose on the Nikka from the barrel. And this is a blend. They blend this from 100 different batches of malt and grain whiskey, so it is quite amazing. Well, let's dive on in and see where it takes us. Very warm, creamy. Again, briny, doughy, but yet there's some of those berry notes, that hint of peat. Very, very rich onto the palate. Fading, medium-ish finish to this. Really nice hint of oak riding out on the end of it to the finish. And it's just something Japanese whiskey seem to, they love these subtle changes, and that maybe balance, harmony is what they are striving to achieve with their flavor and aroma of their expressions. Accompanying this tonight, we are drinking a barley wine, a Combs. So this is a Polish style barley wine, 12% ABV, rich, malty, intense character and aroma. This has been aged for 36 months at least. It's bottled, conditioned, meant to be aged, and it is accompanying the Nikka wonderfully this evening. Rich, dense, funky. You know it's a imported. Yeah, the water, the yeast. This has got that imported funk to it, but it's delicious. And not too puny at 12% ABV. It's coming in quite nicely. So the Nikka has a lot of things going on inside this Nikka whiskey from the barrel. It is very Scotch-like to me. You know, it reminds me a lot of some Scotches. And one that it really reminded me of was the Bruichladdich Islay Barley 2009. And as I said, we're going to do a little comparison. So the Islay Barley 2009, distilled in 2009, bottled in 2015, aged 6 years at oak cask, 50% alcohol by volume. Nice offering. The nose and the profile on these two are striking some very similar notes, although I'll say this one probably yeah, this definitely has a deeper nose right off the bat, but still those berries, hint of peat, even though this is unpeated. But honey, brown sugar, like a berry graham cracker kind of note to it. Absolutely fantastic. We will dive into this one here another evening, give it its proper due, because I really, really appreciate this one. We'll dive in and see where we're at on the palate comparison to this one. Much more gentle arrival, actually, even 100 proof, very similar, very close ABV. A little less, maybe, lighter color, who knows, but very, very there's similarities between these two. I won't say they're 100% the same thing, but there's things in this that remind me of this. So the Bruichladdich and the Nikka from the barrel are both fantastic offerings, and we will leave you at this, my friends, for this evening. If you like these videos, please, give me a comment, give me a like, maybe subscribe if you want. I've got more whiskeys to get to and other things. So we are just getting started. This is Late Night with Warm Whiskey. That title came along because I work late nights. I get off, I come home, I'm usually alone, and that's when I have a pour of whiskey. And if you live up north or where you have the season of winter, there's nothing like a nice glass of warm whiskey on a cold winter's night. But we are approaching spring as I speak, so on that note, we're going to end this video. Hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope you enjoyed this time. Skål!